What's going on, guys and gals? So, when you're going through mental health issues, midlife crisis, depression, anxiety, you want to try to explore all your options. Obviously, by maybe going to therapy, reading self help books, exercising, socializing. I've talked about this in previous videos. But one thing that I have not tapped into, I'm not saying I will, but I do want to get your guys and gals' opinion, is on microdosing on psilocybin, aka magic mushrooms, or LSD. Now, first and foremost, I'm not here to promote or denounce drugs. I think there's a lot of hypocrisy. You got people, we have so many people, at least in the United States, we consume so many pain pills, prescription pills, and just because it comes from a doctor that has a fancy lab coat and is wearing a stethoscope around their neck and puts it on a pad and makes it look all fancy, that doesn't make it any less deadly, but I digress. So I just want to point that out there in case the YouTube police is trying to get me to make it sound like I'm promoting all this stuff, okay, with all the censorship. So anyway, for people that don't know what microdosing is, it's basically what it insinuates in the word micro. It's a smaller dose that you would take in order to feel some of the potential positive effects. You're not taking this dose of LSD, these magic mushrooms, to get necessarily high. The purpose of this is to, according to a lot of people, what they experience is enlightenment. It opens up a different portal in your brain, that it unlocks a part of your brain that maybe is stuck with, maybe you have a depression. And there are people, that's why I really want to know, I don't know how far you guys are going to get in this video with my retention of my videos, but if you made it this far, just let me know if you have done it, if you're comfortable, what mental health issues have you had, and have you tried microdosing, and has it helped? Moving forward, the studies out are kind of inconclusive according to the research that I've done. But for instance, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, a standard dose for shrooms, if you want to get high and effed up, would be like 2 to 3 grams, and by microdosing you would maybe even take maybe like 0.3 of a gram. You're taking like one, I think I saw an article, 1/5 to 1/20th of a standard dose. Now, the reason why some of the studies, they're not 100% sure how reliable they are, and they say that it's anecdotal, is because these studies, a lot of them are not regulated properly. We don't know how strong let's say you're taking a magic mushroom is. The potency could be completely different. So there's going to be some variance in the study, but based on the studies, some people have said that it has helped them. Once again, this is anecdotal. I do follow some YouTubers. There was one YouTuber, I can't remember. He's an alcoholic, and he swore that he was microdosing on, I forgot. Was it meth? I don't know which one it was. Maybe it was mushroom. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I'm condoning that, but anyway, he was alcoholic, and when he had taken, I think it was the mushrooms. Sorry, I don't think it was meth. I'm sorry about that. He had cut down. He was drinking a ton. He was drinking like a fish, and by microdosing, he was able to wean it down to like maybe 2 drinks. He didn't do it completely cold turkey. So when he went for his annual physical, they did a bunch of lab work, and the doctor came in and asked him, "Hey, your blood pressure is down. This is bad. This is better. Your vitals are better. Your cholesterol. What's going on? Are you exercising more? Are you eating more fruits and vegetables?" And he straight up just told the doctor, "I've been microdosing off of and I forgot which. Sorry for messing up the story, but I think it was shrooms." And the doctor kind of went, "Well, I'm not going to encourage you to do it, but if it's true or not, whatever reason, it's working. So I'm not going to deny your claims." So that's why, regardless of what these fancy studies tell you, for sure, like, your own body, your mind. And there have been countless comments in YouTube videos, because I'm a very I don't even do drugs, but I do. I'm very curious, and I go down the rabbit hole, so to speak, and I watch a lot of different types of videos. And drugs have always been fascinating to me because we're only tapping in a certain amount. It's ignorant to think that we know everything. It's just, it's just ridiculous. Now there are two extremes. I don't want to go off too much on topic. There's some people that say, let's say weed. Yeah, you could smoke all the weed you want. It has no negatives whatsoever. There's that crowd, which is bullshit too, because anything that if you abuse, even water, if you drink too much water, you can die. That's my example. You got that group, and then you got the ones that are like complete squares that are against every damn drug unless it's prescribed by a doctor. That is bullshit too. That is closed minded. I'm very open minded. I don't let the government and a label and the media, the fear mongering, and society tell me how to think. Okay, all right. I know the schools want you to do that. They teach you what to think, not how to think. You got to get out of that mindset. So, is this something that I'm planning on doing anytime soon? No. If you want to check out my other midlife crisis videos, you can. But is this something that I'm open to? Absolutely. I remember on Lisa Ling, is that her name? She used to be on The View. I'm glad she got out of there. She actually does some real reporting. She did a special on a mental health, and the guy had agoraphobia, didn't want to go out of the house, and he was shaky as hell. You could tell, you could see the cold sweats, and he didn't leave his house for years. I don't know what the driving force was behind it. I don't know if he had some type of crazy experience. Nonetheless, he couldn't. He tried everything traditionally, and then they gave him ketamine. They gave him some microdosing of ketamine, and that was the only thing that helped. The only thing under a controlled environment. And it's unfortunate because from what I've researched, in the 1960s is when like the war on drugs, this and that, which is a complete failure anyway. It just creates a black market. I'm not saying legalize all drugs, but it's just a complete failure. The funding for these types of drugs got omitted, and they just once the other presidents came in, and Reagan and whatnot, I think Reagan did an okay job, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, basically the funding wasn't there, and then it got just axed. But now, in the past like 5-10 years, it is getting more popular with microdosing. So anyway, you made this far in this video, let me know. Is this something I would consider? Like I said, I don't know. It would have to be in a controlled environment. I would have to know my setting, my dose, and everything. I'm not going to be stupid about it. I have responsibilities, of course, because obviously if you take too much, it can go the other way. And also, if you have like schizophrenia, bipolar, stuff like that, you definitely want to talk to a psychiatrist before you even think about microdosing. I don't have any of those, but even that, with that being said, I would still probably check in with a professional to see, I would get a complete workup, excuse me, and if they say, hey, I'm not going to promote it, but I think under proper setting, proper dose, you may have some benefit to it, then maybe it'll get you out of this funk. So I'm open to it. Let me know in the comments. Well, yeah, let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.